Horses don't stop, they keep going. You can lose one trade a day and you can blow on.
What's going on, guys? It's currently 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Everybody's asleep. We woke up because that the early bird gets us warm in the markets. So I'm gonna show you guys a day of life routine as a six-figure trader, how we start the morning. Let's get straight into it. First thing I like to do is wake myself up in the morning, whether it is actually cleaning the countertop off because my wife got extra items on the counter. Next thing I like to do is walk the dog so I can get a few steps in the morning. Put things in the proper spot. I'm already clocked in early, having the charts ready, seeing what the pre-market's looking like. And we see Carvana's already popped off, $6.79. And grab out these diapers and throw them around the house. So, oh shit. Oh, I'm tripping. I thought that was a toenail. Thanks, wifey. Next thing you know, we got a bowl, the bottles for the baby.
Welcome back to SoFo Academics. Today I got a very special treat for you guys. Today we're going to do live trading and analysis of the pre-market. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I teach people in SoFo Academics how to budget, save, and invest to build generational wealth. And I'm going to show you guys an in-depth view on how I do my strategies every morning and how we scalp the markets to make a quick profit. And sometimes we swing overnight. So let me show you guys how we get into it. Let's get straight into the video. MSTR is up about 3.6% and it's up $10, and now we see that MSTR is having some huge momentum. I mean, MSTR has been down since really November, so we're gonna see this one spike real fast like Bitcoin, just because it's been down the last 139 days. It's down 55% and down $298. And now this one has a huge run potential for you to maximize your return. You see already pre-market, these type of jumps, it has $10 jumps. People who already been put an option on this day before, it's already up 1,000 per contract that they buy. So it costs more for you to invest into MSTR MicroStrategy, but the huge amount of potential reward is worth it if you can put that capital aside, practicing budget to get inside this stock right here. Price target for MSTR is $500 this year, so you got at least 20,000 to 30,000 turn investment. If you can run out this whole play with some leaps and buy some shares, you can get double times the return that you profit inside in there. Let's take a look at more technicals on MSTR. I mean, we seen this cup handle with the bottoming out right here, and now we can see prices already up in the pre-market. So when the market opens, we can see price go down a little bit, but then maybe the next day or maybe later in the day perform a hammer candlestick. And this is just analysis as how I see the markets going. We could open at the top and then close down where price can pull down from opening high, or we can really just continue rallying. But it's right now, it's a good momentum right now just because Trump did announce that Apple Technologies, Nvidia, basically all the huge tech companies have a pause off tariffs from China, and that's great news due to this tariff war that's going on with China and the US. So we get a pause from them, and Trump put a pause for 9 days, and this is all negotiation that's going to put the stock market on a temporary rally. So y'all keep an eye, and today's going to be a great day for us to make some good decisions financially and really scalp these companies. And you can take a look at how the day in life is look like for a trader or an investor and the psychology. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Coinbase is another great stock to be invested in. We see Coinbase is down to 175 during the close on Friday, but now we got in the pre-market about 3% and $5.50. And these are life-changing moves, guys. We say these $5 to $1, $2 moves, any type of move where the direction the stock goes up is a good direction, because it's more than money moving in your bank account at the end of the day, because you get this per share per contract, and you got ways to multiply your income. So we see that Coinbase is down 58% and it's down $203 in the last 121 days. Coinbase has just been really getting beat up. But now recently we seen the stock start to bottom out with the price going up towards where it fell down, broke support recently. I mean, we see touches right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times right here. Now price fell down that, break below, and now price is going back up there to continue break past resistance. And now we can start seeing Coinbase back in bull rally mode like we seen in September, November, October, and December. So now we're back into buyer's mode. Price target for Coinbase is $300 by the end of the year. But I know Coinbase is going to shoot more higher than that, especially towards November, December. We're going to get Coinbase to $350 to $400 minimum. But this is a good one to hold on to. Even though some good call leaps on this one, you want to get nice strike price for Coinbase with a leap. I see a good strike price for Coinbase is anything below $200. Anything below 220 is a good strike price for Coinbase. And anything buying shares, anything below 220 is also another good price to buy Coinbase as well. Now let's take a look at some more technicals on Coinbase. I mean, I know we're looking at the 1 hour time frame. Yesterday on Friday, the market closed with Coinbase candlestick in a hammer candlestick, and we see it went down to 166, and now it's up to 177 as high. So it's pretty much a hammer candlestick with this one. And we seen the bullish engulfing on Wednesday with 150 to shoot up to 184 that same day at the pause on tariffs. So that's really sparked this confirmation that reversal trend is happening on Coinbase, and buyers are stepping in with this sign right here and this confirmation with the hammer. So a bunch of confirmation down here is with this hammer down here, really that start the confirmation where price went down to 147, which was the lowest it hit. But actually the next one hit even lower, which is 142. And then the next candlestick was just showing an engulfing candlestick because it rose higher. And then boom, price went back down to that 149 range and ended up shooting higher. So this is a nice confirmation of a trend reversal. You want to look at formations of how candlesticks move whenever trends are starting to reverse, and then even look at a more zoomed out time frame. Look at the 5-year time frame or the all-time time frame. So we can look at for the week. Now when we see that candlestick this week, candlesticks are starting to shoot towards the engulfing last week. So now we're going to open up higher already for a week to see where price can continue headed. We could trace back down a little bit, but I don't see it going below 142. NASDAQ is up tremendously in their pre-market. We see it's up $396, and the Dow Jones is up 540, and this is up 2%. And we're seeing that the market is continuous rally off from last week with that tremendous engulfing candlestick, and now price is opening where it recently closed up here, and now price is already up. And this is just a pre-market. We haven't even finished up this candlestick for the week, and this is showing great signs of bullish momentum, buyers stepping in due to the good news from Trump and these China tariffs going on with the economy. And now tech companies, we're going to start seeing them rally today after a huge sell-off these past 4 weeks. And I continue buying these tech companies even though they're getting beat up, just because days like this, like if you put an option index on NASDAQ right now, people are up tremendously. This requires an amount of wealth where you make a lot of wealth. And this is what people do, guys. Let me show you. Let me put you guys on with the sauce. So US 100 NASDAQ is an index that has overall all the technology stocks that's part of the NASDAQ index in that. So now on Robinhood and different brokerages, you can invest and trade options on indexes. So if I was trading a regular stock off volatility and it going up, I could profit from that based off how much dollars it went up. Same thing with NASDAQ. NASDAQ goes up even more in percentage. As we see, it's up already $398 on a good day. Sometimes it can be down on a bad day like 500. You can profit from the stock going up and down too with the option. But what I'm trying to say is people are up right now who trade indexes. They're way more risk into it, but that's really where the biggest way you can maximize your return on is with a NASDAQ index or S&P 500 trading indexes or TQQ, anything involving the index because it's more volatile. So I'm already knowing people are trading Nasdaq 100 are up right now $400,000. How did I get this number? How did I get this number where people are up 400,000? Actually, they're up $40,000 because it depends on how much contracts they're able to buy. So if we look at our phone and our device, let's look at a way that people can buy option on index with this future that Robinhood added on into Robinhood future indexes. So if we go all the way down to Robinhood and we look for index options, so let's look for the Nasdaq 100 index. So if people would have bought on Friday and hold on until Monday right now, betting on the market was going up, and it's obviously that we knew the market was going to go up today on Monday, just because, like I said, the engulfing pattern confirmed that this reconfirmation that this trend was going to reverse, and then Friday was a real good confirmation with that hammer candlestick showing that price fell down to 17,900 and ended up closing towards 18,675. Well, today we're already up again just because that hammer candlestick shows buyers and bullish momentum. People are stepping in. So even though price may have fell low that day, price ended up closing near the high. And that's a great sign in the bull market or a trend reversal. So boom, people would have already locked in on this price right here. I'm like, okay, we got even more good news over the weekend. Trump and China negotiated a way they can pause tariffs from technology companies. So that's going to affect the NASDAQ 100. So now we got two confirmations, but the first one started off technicals with the trend reversal on charts we're seeing with this bullish engulfing candlestick. One right here with price hitting the lowest, ended up closing toward high, fell back down, now went back down, pushed back up even higher. And then we got the hammer candlestick. Then the second confirmation is we got fundamentals. Third confirmation is pre-market. Pre-market is whenever you can see the price of the stocks before the market opens. See why we don't see any prices moving right now? Because the market is closed. It's currently 8:25 right now, and we're waiting on the market to open in 5 minutes. But right now it's confirmation that this right here is a way that you can lock in with prices going up, knowing before by just looking at technicals, and you can bet off this with Nasdaq 100 futures. If we look at April 15th, and people would have bought in maybe whenever the Nasdaq 100 was down to like 1838, really in the range on Friday, right? And they could have bet that by the end of the day, if it ended up closing 1860 around that range with this hammer, they could have locked in that option for about $30,000. But right now, that option will be way more worth 400. It went up $420. So if we multiply $420 times 100, because option is you get an option every a dollar. Every dollar that option goes up, you get 100 of it, because you get 100 shares of a company for one contract whenever you have an option. So you're dealing with more risk, but you're actually dealing with more reward with option. So if I got the dollar went up $400, I'm getting 100 every dollar goes up. So I'm going to multiply 400 times 100. So that's why people are up 40,000 trading Nasdaq 100. But like we see right now, Nasdaq is not cheap for us to get into to chart trading option indexes. I mean, we're gonna have to really risk about 27,000, but I'm sure they were cheaper on Friday. They were about 17 to 20,000. They were up here. In the money option for about 1,800 was about 17,800 right here around this price. So now the people will be up about 40,000. You can also get some that's out the money, but you just gotta know that the market has to really rally about that, above that strike price, because out the money is gonna be less expensive, and without the money is basically the price of the market is not at that price yet. So if the stock is at 1,880 right now, or the index is at 880 right now, and pre-market it goes up to 19,100, and it really jumped up $300. So if you got a strike price about from 1900, 19,101, then if the market goes above that, then now you'll be profiting. But if the market goes below that strike price, you just be losing money. So that's why it's risky getting out the money options. But now, right now, we see the market pulling up with that huge momentum, and I just want to show you guys a good way that people make a lot of income, wealth, trading income, wealthy options with indexes. So this is just a good tool that you can use once you already establish a firm foundation building long term. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video locking in you guys on index options and really explaining to it, because I know I gave y'all a brief explanation. If I already know, I told y'all, explained to y'all about options already, then it probably won't make sense to you to go check out that video on how options work. But you got in the money and out the money options. In the money is where it's easy for you to profit because the market price is near that strike price where you buy. In the money costs more money for you to profit. It's less risky just because it's at that current market price. Out the money is where the market is way out of that range of where you're buying that strike price. So that strike price has to match up with the current market price. If the strike price is out of that range, then that's considered risky because you're not profiting or being in that price range where you can profit easy. But let's go ahead and take a look at the stocks now. Everything is up moving. We see TQQ is up already 7% to $51.94. And I already have an option on this, so we can take a look at our portfolio, refresh. I might go ahead and sell, take profit on TQQ, and just see how it is. Because nowadays, whenever TQQ is up, I bought during the dip, and I went ahead and bought a position at $47. So as we look at TQQ right here, a 46 call, and it's already up about 39% total, and it's up $278. And this one's I'm just gonna continue holding all the way until I get like at least 50% return. But right now we're already good at seeing a good return. So as we see Nasdaq really continue finishing pulling off, we're gonna really get lock in on TQQ. And I also got an option on Coinbase as well. Coinbase, I got in around 195 call, which is out the money, and it's a good strategy to use if you see momentum going past that price for a call eventually. And I got time until August. I'm going to ride this out for the August rally. I also got one for AMD, 105 call. It's currently down 1,000, and down currently 1,273 on Coinbase as well. Down 35% on both. And it's just one that you're just going to keep holding on to because I do see upside with those. But I might go ahead and see. I want to lock in profits on TQQ so I can have some liquidity. Maybe to get back in on TQQ. But really, if I want to get back in just to sell it, it's not good to do that. Might as well just hold the contract until there's a set price that I want to sell TQQ. But it does have more upside. I mean, if you look at TQQ, during that time it fell down. It had some resistance around 52.92. So today I do see TQ breaking past resistance, and I will have a little bit more patience holding this contract just because it's the same thing with Nasdaq, has more room to go back up due to that huge sell-off. And I got in early, which is way less risky. Between right here is when I got in for an option, and then we will continue riding down this 55% drop. Let's take a look at Tesla. I know Tesla's making noise. You see how Tesla's already up at least 3.6%, and I can see Tesla already rising past 290 today, or not even today, probably this week, in the next few weeks, as we see that this cup and handle right here is a trend reversal. I like how Tesla's real volatile right now. It's one of the most volatiles in the markets. What else making some noise today? AMD's making some noise. AMD's real volatile right now. We're already up 3.78%. And AMD's been getting beat up, guys. I mean, we've seen sell-off breaking the support after support after support. And AMD investors were starting to lose hope. But now I'm starting to see AMD really break out that range. We're going to break past 140 this year. SMCI is doing pretty solid too as well. One day we might just see SMCI go back to that bull rally started in February for real. huge momentum during that time. But market's looking real solid right now, man. I mean, everything's pulling back down so buyers can come step in, but we know that the market's going to continue higher by the end of the day. It might start seeing a little retracement, but like I said, how in the pre-market, the market could pull back down, and then we can start seeing candlesticks like after that one closed, pull back up. GameStop's looking nice as well. We know we hold some options on GameStop as well. We got 2 contracts on GameStop. And you know we holding some Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin's been doing very solid. So right now we're currently sold TQQ, and I'm waiting for it to like dip down a little bit to enter back in. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in on some shares as well, but I might just hop back into the TQQ because I do see it have way more upside than where we just sold. It's just good to lock in profits at a price and wait for a price to really correct down a little bit. But TQQ has definitely a lot of, at least about 55% upside from here to go to $100 by the end of the year. And if we can lock in nice, now we got like some capital, we can get some more time on our hand so we can really get back in here. Really scalp out some other tech stocks too as well. Like ARM is another good one I might lock in on to see how much option is on by the end of the year. SMCI is another great one as well. So really just weigh out our options at this point now that we got some leverage. Qualcomm is very nice. Marathon Digital, we can buy about like 3 options on this one to get a good return on. Now at this point, it's just picking the option that's going to really maximize our return. Long term, I'm not trying to make a lot of money today, so if I can get back in TQQ, I think I would be pretty satisfied. Even SMCI or a tech company, at this point, you just want to pick one and really just go with it. And just because, like I said, if you have more capital, then that's whenever you can really expand your profits. But if you're just with a certain amount of capital that should be enough to get into the option, like $1,000, you might as well just pick one that's not as much too volatile, but it's volatile enough for you to profit and not blow up your whole investment. So right now, TQQ isn't good enough for me and how it moves, and we're seeing it pull back down. It's good. I'm continuing looking at the price right now for TQQ so we can enter and snipe this one. I like how it just fell down to 50.66. If we can get it down to like 50.20 or $49, we can definitely hop back in this one. And sometimes I'm thinking about even buying some shares on this one just because it's a good one to have in your portfolio long term, and it's a very 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 like growth stock ETF. Like this is one that's gonna really get you some growth whenever you come to income. And compared to other ETFs that are very like non-volatile, this is one of the best volatile ones I seen that matches the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. Go ahead and look at some options for this one now because it's really pulling back down at my desired price. And I'm gonna look for one that's in January 2026. See, the option costs about $1,345 for this, and we only got $1,045 to risk in this one, so we can look for one towards June again, but we can get like a lower strike price for this one. They don't have one that's too low, so really if we can just get this one pulling down more, I'll really hop back in this one as well. Let's take a look at some other stocks. We'll come back to TQQ as the market's still pulling back down. We can just be patient. We're not in a rush to get back in, because like I said, we were anticipating the market to open high and close towards the bottom on this one to pull back down. And that's how stocks just been lately. The bears still feel like they're in control. People who put puts on the market still feel like they got an edge. So let's just get them out the way until then we can get back in where they feeling less strength, where bears are selling off. So that's how I like to play my strategy. Look at who's in control at the moment and then really take advantage. and this saves a lot of capital as well. We're not really traders, but we're scalping. But wouldn't mind trading if there's opportunity in front of us, but always thinking about our risk, you know. So TQQ is pulling down to 49. We can get that thing down. We can keep squeezing that. Um, Google's another nice stock as well. I mean, we got at least $6,000 return off this one if we play an option. Now that everything's bottom. So let me continue just looking at my options as well, because as I got my mindset on TQQ, it's good. As an options trader, you gotta have different ways that you can already scalp different companies as well to maximize your return and control your risk as well. So let's look at Google's options. I'm thinking Google's is a bit pricey for options, probably about 1,500. But I'm looking for one in August, so this one's about 1,500, like I said. CQQ's down to 50.33. Another one that probably would be good in our price range is SMCI. Let's look at how much option will be for SMCI. And now, guys, you don't have to always hop to different companies. I mean, I know I'm doing it right now, but you just want to stick with that breadwinner, the one that's making you the biggest return for you and it works for you. I'm just good. I've just been doing this, and I can trade different companies because I've been watching them about for 5 years now. So I know how they move and when to get into them. SMCI has been lagged out this month, but I know next month SMCI is going to go back to the upside. SMCI is looking good, pretty affordable for about $730 right now for an option for SMCI. And that's not a bad one to take, you know, especially towards August. I wouldn't mind getting that one as well. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm thinking about hopping into SMCI. It's been in this $34 range too long, and it's forming this little cup handle right here, and I can see price breaking out by next month for sure. It's been one that's very rejected for about 337 days, and I'm gonna keep an eye on SMCI for sure. Let's go back to TQQ. As market's pulling back up, I might just hop back into TQQ just because we're starting to see some really momentum back into it, and we just already need TQQ as well because it's been in the portfolio. It's one of them real gainers right there. So let's just hop back now. This is gonna give us a better view of what TQQ and the stock market's doing in a 1 day time frame where candlesticks move every 1 minute. We're gonna see price break below $50, and this is what traders use to really get perfect timing on where their buy-in is. If I can get TQQ down to $48, that's a perfect wait. And we're gonna wait till price really gets in there, because this is basically perfect fundamentals where price could go back down here and then break past to $53, and that would be a great trade for today to really get the most percentage off our return. So we can just keep an eye on, maybe even put in an alert for us when price jumps down there. Then we can just come back and I'll let you guys know how we're doing on this trade.
What did I just do? It's not letting me, bro.
Oh, man.
Why did I place that option?
Oh, man. Well, I'm out, man. I can't.
What did I just... Bro. Damn, bro. What did I just do? Bro. I'm already down 85%. It ain't even been 10 minutes. Bro, I done lost my last five trades. Can I keep one win? What did I just do? This stuff is mad. Bro, I feel like I'm gambling. I gotta stop. Somebody pass me the 800 line, bro. Please, I need it. Oh, man. I can't stop. One day I'm up. The next day I'm losing. The horses don't stop. They keep going. Bro, I just need one win. Bro, I'm not stopping till I win. I can get paid again. I put in 500 in again. I don't care, bro. All it takes is one win to get out this one situation I'm in. One guaranteed win. One decision I hit on the direction with the right amount of different contracts. I'm in there. But I can't even get past my last 5 losses. Guys, help me. Should I sit this one out? Should I sit the next one out? Chat, help me. Please. Man. Take this back, bro. Take this back. What did I get myself into? Bro, this life ain't easy, bro. One day I'm feeling like I'm up on top of the mountain. Next day, I'm humbled. I'm living off $10 and eating Wendy's. Not even eating Wendy's. I'm working at Wendy's. I hate it and I love it at the same time. It's hard to describe, bro. Like, I want to be like, and come back to it. Maybe sleep over at somebody else's house. Then come back to it. Like, we never let. What did I just do, bro? It's like, bro, as a trader, as an investor, bro, gambler, D1 gambler. I'm not even D1 glaze. I'm a D1 gambler. Why am I glazing the markets, bro? I put my last hat in this. Don't even got rent for next week, bro. Why am I doing this? I need to stop, bro. Someone pass me that 1-800 line. Matter of fact, guys, let's leave that 1-800 line on my desk. Let's look at a few different more options. I'm gonna come back from this. Ooh, one band. Wife just got her taxi. She at least got 3 in here. Guys, we gonna have to come home hard, bro. I waited enough time. I think I see another move. I seen a double bottom on the top. We gonna get back into another trade, guys. Let's look at it. Oh, the market's reversing already. Well, let's look at the 1-day time frame. I'm buying 3 contracts of these. Make sure my wife go to the bank after this trade. Guys, we lost 5 in a row. We got to come back after this one. We seen the bullish momentum in the stock market right now. We good, guys. Let's go. Yeah, still my joy. Yeah, still my joy. Joy. Bro, I'm back, bro. Okay, just because I came back and lost 5, bro. We up already, guys. We up 50%. I'm not selling. I'm holding it to the moon. Come on. Still my joy. Still my joy. I'm betting with my wife's money. Yeah, I'm betting with my wife's money. I ain't got none because I just pressed it off in the trade. Yeah, I'm betting my wife's money. I'm betting my wife's money. She ain't gonna do nothing to me. She ain't gonna do nothing to me. I'm betting my wife's money. I'm betting my wife's money. Yeah, she ain't gonna do nothing to me. She ain't do nothing to me. Damn, no, calm down, market. That was just a pre-warm-up, guys. Please don't go down too low. We was just up 1,000%. Please, market, please don't go down too crazy. Oof, that was crazy, bro. This life as a trader, dog, man. Really just got your heart out like this, like playing with your emotions for real. Cause sheesh, I was in this seat down 10K. I can't be down 10 now. This is crazy. This is not even my money. Horses don't stop, they keep going. You can lose one trade a day and you can blow on. Why not blow up your counting one? Yeah, that's just one. When you least you said you bought a little dip, you bought it and said hi. You bought the dip, no, and said hi. Riding out in my vehicle, no insurance, but I really sure that when I buy low and get these calls, It is morning in the mood to go, little go. But I don't think about the risk management. Yeah, I got the money on my brown account. Yeah, I took my money from my wife's bank account. And so I can trade when I'm in and out these stars every running morning. Yeah. Yeah. No step and no enterprise if you ain't different. Yeah. Every day on the same mistakes. Got my Chevy and it hold no brakes. Now niggas and these snakes. Yeah. Every day running on mistakes. No these brakes. No life don't do these brakes. Now gotta let go of these chains. Don't know my mistakes. Yeah. I'm reminiscing to the time of the then. Every day I wake up and losing. I got this heart I'm in up every day I'm out here riding out in the deep. And every day I'm riding low like a stop. When I see them on the fall up on my knee, I felt that truck go in the moon. And I told then the tip and go buddy. I just hold tight cause I know it'll recover. Cause I buy the deal and I do it again. I buy the deal and I reminiscing when I was up 50% a month ago. Now I'm sitting in a different hole. But my mortgage withdrawals. Now I'm having withdrawals with you. I was about 50%. Yeah, I give you my love, but 100%. I ain't going back to it again. Yeah, I ain't going back to the sin. Yeah, I missed the right, yeah, go to the sin. Yeah, I know need some rubber testing because I'm sick of this. I'm sick. Sick of what? Sick of this. Yeah, sick of them. I done it, then I do it again. I'm reminiscing on the things I was in, cause I sold my position. I'm reminiscing on the things I was in. I'm reminiscing on my position. I was over. Yeah, I'm higher, but I'm sober. Buying the doge, buying the dip, balling the salad. When I was down, bet on my deal with the salad. Yeah, buy the burger, buy the dip. It's the dreams of New York. Hey, I was riding high, now I'm riding low. Now I wasn't better, then when it's low. Down when it did it, they were bad. Now I'm my bad. Don't shame me in their funds. They say you have big dreams, gotta buy low. See, I just said high. Yeah. Yeah, you niggas on my back. Can I call you back after I hit this meeting? Yeah, yes, baby, you need season. Yeah, I'll accuse you, miss you, no treason for your law and order, and make you need to know some butter, sweetie. Yeah, you might be another. Hey. Pass it when I go to the hoop, but I don't pass it when I do the soup, and I don't catch it, and I don't run in the loop, yeah, then I don't have to pass it, cause I gotta go to bed, 4 hours of sleep, I don't know time to keep, but just honestly, if I wasn't in the bad right now, well, I feel really bad right now. Every day is a trading day, so I swing every morning of the fade. Then I follow to the different than I made. Hit the gates, that's on me.
to sleep. Woke up in the stocking sheet. Yeah. Never runs underneath. My diamonds are all I need, man. Doing it cold and it's always freeze. Yeah. Woke up and I'm always sneeze. Cause I'm slime, but I'm not OE. Yeah, I'm not slime. Cause I'm not up in that Nigo. Shout out my name ain't Rigo. He done got caught up in Puerto Rico.